Hello everyone, this is Gorax. In today's video, we will go over the skills and synergy between the shadow heroes. And I can tell you something, for me, this is the best synergized team that looks also amazing when they cast their ultimates and they have a unique energy that they generate. So I'll go over that just in a second. Let's go. So, Shadow is the last affinity, well, the last damage type added in Season 3, and let's see what it does. Shadow, those heroes' ultimate skills consume Shadow Energy. Oh wow, we're changing that to Shadow Energy now, instead of normal energy. Shadow Energy does not increase over time, but is gained by attacking or casting skills. Some Shadow Energy heroes can also restore Shadow Energy for their teammates. Nice. Let's see what the heroes can do. So let's start with the exclusive hero Ozil. Ozil increases all allies' attack by 45% in Grand Gladiator Arena. As I said, I'm really skeptical when it comes to that. Dealing damage grants Shadow Energy. When the hero has enough Shadow Energy, they can cast their ultimate skill. The hero permanently gains 1 stack of Undispellable Host Imprint for every 50 Shadow Energy obtained, up to 5 stacks. So Host Imprint, each stack increases crit damage by 5% and defense penetration by 5%. And he can have 5 of them, so 50% and 25%. That's quite good. He fires an orb on the battle skill, dealing 330 necrotic damage to the target and enemies around them. When the hero is in demon form, deals 600%. Whoa, okay, 600% damage to enemies within 2 tiles around the hero instead, and then gains 20 shadow energy. So spoiler alert, he can go into demon form, which will happen on his ultimate, and I already saw that in action. Transforms into demon in the designated location. While in the demon form, the hero gains attack speed and the damage reduction. So 50% attack speed and 20% damage reduction, and they cannot be dispelled. With their basic attack splashing on enemies around the target, then deals 750 damage to enemies within range. The hero consumes 10 shadow energy for every 1 second in the demon form and exits it when shadow energy is depleted. So we can expect him to be able to prolong that form as long as possible, and that will probably happen by shadow heroes that will support him. So damage dealt to shields. No one likes these shields this season, huh? When dealing damage to enemies with less than 50% HP, the hero gains 50% damage bonus. So yeah, PvP oriented bonuses here, two of them. Crit rate, crit damage, obviously attack here, we know that, and let's see this. Gain 3 stacks of Host Imprint at the start of the battle, so that is 30% crit damage and 15% damage defense penetration, and increase the max stacks of Host Imprint to 10%. That is huge. That is huge. Right, clarification. It doesn't say here anything about being untargetable. But yes, I think it's happened. Well, we'll see that in action now. Actually, let's go and see that. Untargetable. So he is a range, right? As we can see, this energy looks cool. He's got full energy. He's going to cast his ultimate. He's going to turn into demon. And you're telling me that demon is untargetable. Is that right? Let's see at the buffs. Come on, before it disappears. No, it doesn't say he's untargetable. Oh, yeah, you can see that. The demon is targetable, but his main form is not, I think. We'll test that. We'll test that as well later on. But that looks amazing. This guy is looking like my favorite this season. Okay, so let's have a look at different heroes now that will support him. Daphne, Shadow, Dungeon Battles Aura, good. Dealing damage, grants Shadow Energy. When the hero has enough Shadow Energy, they can cast their ultimate skill. Okay, so I think this will be the portion of the skills that I don't need to reread every time. The hero gains additional 20% Shadow Energy, okay, so she can generate that faster. Also, if the hero possesses a target when gaining Shadow Energy, the possessed target gains the same amount of shadow energy. Interesting. Let's see that. Randomly attacks up to 3 enemies, dealing necrotic damage and gaining 10 shadow energy on each enemy hit. This skill can be cast when possessing an ally. Is her ultimate possession? Yes, okay, right. So this makes sense now. Possesses an ally for 15 seconds, during which time the possessed target deals extra necrotic damage to nearby enemies every 1 second. Okay. I wonder if it works on the range. We'll be able to see that here. The possessed target gains attack equal. Wow. Okay. The possessed target gains attack up equal to 35% of Daphne's attack. When the possessed target deals damage, 8% of the damage dealt will be converted to their HP. Wow. Single target, 1000 damage. I missed that. That's huge modifier here. Obviously, with more targets, this will deal less damage, but yeah, that is huge, Daphne. Daphne is huge. Build her with attack. Give it to the possessed hero. Let's see her inspiration levels. Damage to shields. They don't like shields this season, definitely, yeah. Damage to enemies with less than 50%, crit rate, attack, and what's here? Ignores defense, okay. And yeah, you wanted to see the exclusive Ozul artifact. I should have covered that with other heroes, but I covered all these artifacts anyway. Can we like... No, we can't, so I need to scroll down. So his artifact will be this, and it gives us crit rate, gains 35% crit resist, right? And additionally increases the damage of Ozul's basic attacks by 25% while in demon form. So yeah, definitely good artifact. So let's see Daphne's skills in action. There's only one hero to possess. Let's see. How does it look? Okay, so she casts her ultimate. She's gone. You can't hit her. What happened now? We have 2 untargetable heroes. No, you can see this. They are targeting someone. Who are they targeting? No one's taking any damage because it's dummies. Wow, that's a cool synergy. Look at this. And we get all these buffs. Possession, host imprint, attack, damage reduction. Wow. That's amazing. Look at this. Bang. I'm looking forward to playing this. This is so cool at PvP levels. Now, the next hero, Aspalta. Shadow hero, let's put her on the battleground. I think she's melee. Yep. Attack in all battles. Amazing. We like this. Dealing damage. Okay, so yeah, we know that. As the battle starts, grants 100 stacks of Heart of Hate to all shadow allies and loses 1 stack of this status every 1 second afterwards. So for 100 seconds, each stack increases damage by 5%. So 50% damage increase. Am I reading that right? Yeah. At the start. So wow. That is huge. Those 3 heroes and you have amazing burst. Let's see. Throw Shadow Blade at the target, dealing 300 necrotic damage to them and 200 to enemies within the target center range. In the meantime. Okay, so 700 basically. Huge damage there. Gain 10 shadow energy for each enemy hit. Okay, so the more enemies, the more shadow energy we get. And gains additional 200% shadow energy when casting this skill in battle for the first time. So we can get a lot of energy quickly to use this ultimate here, which grants 20 shadow energy to all shadow allies. This is amazing. She's such a good buffer, but she's melee, so, you know, we need to build her more tanky. But yeah, so far, grants energy, grants damage increase, and strike enemies within range 3 times. So we can put accuracy on her if we want to sacrifice damage here. Put accuracy, which is remain and apply this, ignoring the damage to enemies. So there's a way, right, to apply Witch's Remain with her as well. And let's look at her inspirations. Heals the hero when an enemy is killed. Damage bonus when their HP is higher than 85%. Attack, crit, and ignores defense. Let's see her in action. I mean, let's see who's Daphne is going to possess. This is such a cool mechanic here, really, guys. So, next thing I need to find out is, during the testing, does haste help? They seem not to be regenerating any ultimate energy, so I don't think they will work well with haste. I'll look at this. Yeah, 58 buffs. What is this? Oh yeah, that's the Heart of Hate, which will deplete, right? So it will deplete, that's okay. But the first 100 seconds, we have such a huge damage boost. That is amazing in the arena, right? I'm not sure if there's anyone here in this team who can do amazing burst when it comes to damage. But look how long he's staying in that form, like forever. Look at that, he's constantly in that form. He's just gaining that shadow energy. So this is a trio that will definitely break the game at some point. But that's not all. That's not all. I'm not looking at the damage charts, Doombot, because I'm not putting equipment on those guys. We'll test them in the real environment, because testing against dummies, the damage against dummies will not work too well, because dummies have a low defense, and most of these skills ignore defense, so that will not reflect the proper testing. So Taldi, Shadow, he was available in Season 0 as well, I remember him. Increases all defense in Grand Gladiator Arena, and when gaining Shadow energy, he grants 30% of the obtained energy to another Shadow ally, so that's our another Shadow energy battery. So he's here to help us to maintain that shadow energy. He casts the spell 3 times. Each time grants the hero 20 shadow energy. Right? 30% out of 60 total energy. And that's on the battle skill. That's amazing. Strikes enemies within range 3 times. With each strike dealing necrotic damage, granting all shadow allies 10 shadow energy. Okay, each strike, so that's a 30 energy, something like that. We'll see that. Let's see that if it's working this way. So we need someone. Yeah, I think he's still going to be here. He looks amazing, and we'll be able to see if we can maintain this demon form as long as we could with that legendary hero. But yeah, who is she going to? Yeah, she choose the right target, and he's in the demon form now. Yeah, he's at full energy. So if you don't have that legendary hero, this one will keep your exclusive hero at the maximum shadow energy, constantly doing damage as a melee auto attack demon. Look at this. That's such a cool mechanic. Okay, so now we know how to keep the energy, the shadow energy at maximum for our exclusive hero. Let's see what other heroes do. So, Cheetah, we could see him in Season 1. Enlightenment, okay, interesting. So far, no one here in this team has been scaling with Enlightenment. Deal additional 4% max necrotic damage whenever the hero skill deals damage to enemies. Hold on, he doesn't have shadow energy. What's happening? Right? Deals 280 damage to enemies with range and ignores 30% of their enemy's defense. So this is why I'm not testing damage, because dummies don't have defense. 30% defense is good against enemies who have high defense. If someone's testing damage on the dummies and using these heroes, they will never perform so good. You can check that in the Goblin Dungeon, who has a little bit more defense than this, or even in Feymander. When the skill hits 2 enemies and more, then gains 30 shadow energy, okay. Strikes enemies within range 3 times each during strike. Okay, this hero is not complete. What is he using the shadow energy for? Oh, he passively generates it. What did I miss? Yeah, the description of this hero is not completed. Yeah, it should say that he's generating shadow energy when he casts skills. Yeah, we know he's getting this here, but you could see he's generating the damage, the shadow energy. Okay, so yeah, he's missing the description, definitely. He should be having the same thing that everyone else has, that when he deals damage, he gains the energy. So hopefully this will be, well, this should be fixed. It's an easy fix, right, when that happens. And let's try another hero. We go Tatuf, Trials, Aura with attack, dealing, yeah, this hero has it. Yeah, this is what it's missing in the cheater. Whenever an enemy dies, the hero gains 10 shadow energy. That's cool. Let's see if it will work on goblins. Fires an orb that can bounce up to 6 times between enemies. Each hit deals 180 and grants 5 shadow energy. Strikes enemies with a range over time, with each strike consuming 20 shadow energy and dealing 150 damage on them. During the single cast of this skill, each strike increases the damage of the subsequent strike up to by 10% up to 10 times, so we can increase it quite significantly. Let's see that in action. We have actually quite a lot of dummies, so we can see how it bounces. And this looks amazing. We deployed 4 heroes, and one of them disappeared. The other one turned into demon. I mean, this is going to be so confusing on the arena. I wonder how AI is going to tackle that. Yeah, so he's gaining the shadow energy again. Cast the ultimate thing and dealing damage. Yeah, I mean, this synergy is cool. Definitely. I like it. So the last hero, rare Sifla. Let's see what she does. Dealing damage grant, okay, so we know that. Grants 20% attack up to all allies for 5 seconds once the hero's ultimate skill fully recharges. So there we go. A way to boost shadow heroes from the rare hero. Slashes enemy twice, each dealing 200 attack, then gain 30 shadow energy. That's a lot. Releases shadow energy to strike the targeted location 3 times. So 750 total damage. With a 50% chance of ignoring defense, okay? So there we go. Defense ignore, this is why this damage on this dummies, if someone tests them, it will be lower than usually. So let's see. Yeah, that's fast energy recovery. It's almost full. Adds the demon, and she grants the attack up, as you can see. So let's see that again. She's gaining that energy quickly. I mean, all of them are gaining that energy rather quickly. It's mainly because we have 2 supports. So maybe this will be kind of a meta. 2 supports, 2 damage. Well, 2 supports, 1 damage dealer, really. But, you know, maybe just a Garius. No Garius. Who are they with? No, they don't really have good options for supports. But we'll see. Lightning supports as well. So this covers the Shadow team. And I think this is the funniest team at the moment. This really looks cool, the synergy of those heroes. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!